taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick off as this one gets started. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Plows through the defense. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, you love to see this offensively. On the first drive of the game, your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conference?
Touchdown, Aggies! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Velez. The throw. That's reeled in, it's Bender.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Velez. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Velez. Back open in the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. You know, some people think it's a gamble, but sometimes it's really not. It's just a smart play to go for it on fourth down.
One thing you know is you're only going to have so many possessions. So the more you punt, the more you give it up. Obviously, you're not going to score, and the field position game is kind of going out the window. So, yes, you definitely go for it more, and you've seen more success, and you've seen more points than ever.
With the run on 1st and goal. Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. This sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The RPO, it's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Got his man on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to pass, it's Velez. Pressure coming. Finds his man. There he goes. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll try the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against a safety with this kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB, knew exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it up.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And I think out routes are solely about timing because that wide receiver is going to get to a point you can break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Velez. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Ingram. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Velez. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bender. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Offense, quick tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bender. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got